Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones, and indeed I have installed two new mods. I'm going to show you the first one now. This was actually recommended to me in the Shokoho series, and I have literally only just now decided to get it because I'm a little bit slow when it comes to installing new things, because I'm a little bit worried about compatibility and crashes and yeah, all that stuff. But this has a very simple functionality. Basically, it allows you to sell until 0. So, for example, you see here, I can sell all. Boom. See that? See how easy that was? Yeah. I love this. Look at that. Look at how insanely strong and time efficient this is. So incredibly cool. Now, what we're going to do is I'm actually going to make my way over to Castle Black. I would love to be able to do that. Let's see if we can maybe take that. Maybe we can even make... I'm not sure if we can even go into wildling territory. I mean, the fact is, all of this has been... Yeah, wildling renegades. Okay, so they were taken by the wildling renegades. Interesting. Okay, so technically, I could give this to myself, and I think I will do that. I think I will literally give Winterfell to myself, and then we'll see what happens, because I'm very, very intrigued to see what's actually going to go down here. Now, I'm just going to give a quick scan of the map here. Some people asked me to give a quick scan of the map. Nothing really dramatic, as far as I'm aware, has changed. Obviously, we've shown the diplomacy screen in the previous episode, and basically the Westerlands are no longer a real thing. It's now House Baratheon who are basically taking over their basically taking over their fiefs and things like that. And then obviously you have Dawn down here. We know everything that's going on in Essos, as far as I know, and otherwise we have basically the same exact things going on here, the Vale, etc, etc. And then of course the North have been completely cannibalized, basically, almost being eliminated. And then, of course, the Night's Watch have been completely destroyed, which is staggering. I actually didn't realize. I didn't realize the entire time, which is pretty funny. But yeah, anyway, the other mod is... I'm actually... Wait a minute. I'm gonna leave that for a surprise, because I think you know what it is. I've mentioned it in previous episodes. You probably know what it's going to be. And I'd love to get into a battle so that I can see whether it works for us, because I haven't tried it yet. Yes, I haven't tried it yet, so I'm kind of hoping that it is actually going to work for us. And let's have a look. Castle Black. Oh yeah, Castle Black has 618. This is actually hilarious, though. The funny thing is, the Night King being destroyed has basically made all of these fiefs be completely up for grabs. Like almost instantaneously, boom, boom, boom. It's super fast. Really, really easy for us to take these, because all I have to do is wait for the food to run out. Now, one of the funniest things, actually, that we're going to be seeing as we go through these various sieges is that the garrison might get starved out, but the militia are actually starting to creep up a little bit. And obviously that's because the militia don't use food for some reason, but yeah, they don't use food, so they are going to increase as the garrison decreases. And I actually find that quite interesting, because that means that we have a bit of a, so we say, time limit. Bit of a time limit on it. Ooh. Oh yeah. Now this is exactly the reason why I wanted to come here, by the way, because these are the sieges that are going to be extremely, extremely fun for us to participate in, because look at this. This is Castle Black itself. Imagine us doing this if we were a wildling or something like that, and we were literally attacking Castle Black from the other side. I can only imagine that that would be extremely messy, because wildlings, unless you have giants, of course, they're not going to be they're not going to be very good as far as I remember. At least the, I don't know, the troops that they have are not exactly amazing. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Let's see if I can actually showcase the amazing mod that I installed. I actually don't know whether it's working. I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out very soon. Let me see. Okay, wait. Hello there. Hello there, friends. Don't shoot me in the face, please. I would like to just test something. Okay, it's not working. Oh dear. It's not working. Okay. Yeah, I was actually kind of hoping it would work. Or maybe it is working and they're just blocking. That could be the case. Basically, it's slash through anything, right? It's slash through anything. So basically, you know, being able to hit multiple enemies. I got a hankering for that when we were using Woon's club. And I was kind of hoping we'd be able to use something like that. Unfortunately, they are just being insufferable when it comes to their shields. Yeah, they're also very good at blocking for some reason. But yeah, there you go. Alright, yeah, so it is going to be a little bit annoying. That's also the reason why I said to you, oh yes, shields, they ruin the experience every time. Ah. Yeah, it's always kind of sad. But, oh yeah, the damage though, the damage. Okay, yeah, oh no, actually, there we go. Oh, did we actually get multiple kills there? Did we actually get multiple kills that one time? I actually don't know. I can't even tell, to be honest. I can't even tell. It's terrible. Oh well, never mind. I guess, I mean, it should technically be working because I have installed it, but, yeah, the amount of weird things going on here. I mean, you can't really tell because the shields are, you know, interfering a huge amount, and yeah, well, we'll see. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into the marketplace after this because I think I might be more excited, to be honest, for sell to zero or sell until zero than the cut through mod. Even though, for me personally, I actually would have loved for this to work because it is just so fun, you know, being able to go to a certain location and just slash through multiple opponents at once. How can you say no? You know, it's just too good. Anyway, that's a victory. That is a victory for us. We did have about 200 enemies to fight here. I'm surprised that I took so much damage, to be honest. Oh, look at this! There's actually an elevator. That is very cool. Wait a minute. You know what? I'd like to... Wait a minute. Am I gonna die if I stand underneath this? I might. It would be funny if we... Oh. Well, I actually wanted to get on that myself. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to now. Oh well. Very cool, though. Look at that. There's literally an actual lift here. That is amazing. That is extremely, extremely cool. That's also, as I say, the reason why I wanted to go into some of these sieges, because they are so unique. You know, they're not the standard thing that you're going to see across the board here. No. They are very, very cool, and as you see, very, very fun because it enables all kinds of crazy, crazy cool situations, like for example going into that lift. But yeah, anyway, there we go. We did it. We took it. Let's just slap a little bit of money in there. I'm not going to really put too much in, and we're just going to go to the trade screen. I'm not going to take this for myself this time. But yeah, look at what we can do here. 118,000. Boom. Instantaneous. I don't have to click. I don't have to do anything. I literally just have to go boom like that. This is an amazing mod. 100% recommend getting it. Just purely for quality of life. This, technically, in my opinion, should be part of the base game. I think this should be part of the base game. I think the developers of Bannerlord should, if they actually implement any of the mod-related features, they should literally give some compensation to the mod creator, or even hire them as a consultant or whatever, and just have them work on the game as well. Because these people that create these kinds of mods, they really deserve everything. Absolutely. You know, these kinds of mods are absolutely fantastic. And that actually goes for total conversions too, you know? It goes for total conversions, it goes for quality of life mods, it goes for mods that literally do pretty much anything from adding, you know, this, you know, extremely intricate armor to fixing the smallest possible thing, but it's critical fix in those situations. Really, you know, it's just great. Anyway, let's have a look here. Okay, yeah, smuggler connections. Smuggler connections is the way to go here, I think. Yeah. Yeah. This is actually really cool, by the way. There's actually something you can do with this. Technically, I have used this in the past. Basically, what you can do is, if you have a crime rating, you get less of a trade penalty, which is amazing. Which is really amazing. So what you can do is you can do some kind of quest for the gang leader, or you can do some smuggling. You can do some maybe, I'm actually not entirely sure what actually earns crime rating nowadays. It's been a long time. Well, basically anything that you can think of that is illegal, quote unquote, and you just do that, and then you immediately gain such a significant bonus that it's actually crazy. The minus 50% trade penalty. Think about this combined with, where is it? This. Artisan Smith. Imagine you have Artisan Smith and Smuggler Connections together. That is a minus 100% trade penalty. So you're basically, yeah, you've basically nullified it. Almost to zero pretty much there. And so as a result, you're then, oh yeah, you guessed it, you're gonna be making so much money. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, let's go over to Frostfang's camp, I suppose. That's gonna be our next port of call here. And yeah, I'm actually really loving this. And the main reason why I'm loving this as well is because we don't have to deal with the inevitable you know, peace agreements that are coming our way almost all the time. It is so extremely frustrating when they do that kind of thing. It really is. I would very much appreciate it if that would be, you know, changed in some way. Maybe there's a mod that actually fixes it. Maybe there is a mod that does that. I don't know, but we could potentially take Craster's Keep if we wanted to. I mean, you could see here, there's barely any, how much food is there? It's actually quite a lot of food, 350 food. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to bother with that. I will make my way over here, though. And, let's see, how much food? Oh, they only have 40 food. Alright, these guys only have 40 food, so I'm going to pounce on them real fast. And then we will move on to these other two towns in the north here. Alright, so we're going to be trying to cut through multiple enemies again. I'm not sure whether we're going to get a little bit luckier this time. It could very well be that I just don't have... Oh no, it is actually not working. Huh, okay, that is very surprising. I didn't change anything when I installed the mod. Basically all I did was I disabled all the other mods that came with it, because it's like a pack now. Yeah, I don't know why it comes with a pack, but you know, it's fine, you know, it's fine. Basically, you can choose what you want to enable and what you want to disable, and yeah, I've obviously disabled everything except the cut mod, and yeah, clearly for some reason it's not working. I don't know why. So I guess we'll just have to make do with it right now. Kind of sad actually, but yeah, the other mod is working at least, so I guess that's kind of nice. I'm not going to take anyone here. There's basically no point in that whatsoever. These guys are literally they're not really worth it as far as I can tell. And actually, you know what? I should probably take a look at their stats, to be honest, because maybe there is actually a point in the future where we may do a wildling slash White Walker, you know, series or something like that. Maybe, you know, maybe that's going to be something really cool. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Very much depends. Now, what do we have going on here? Because I'm pretty sure they're going to have some giants. If they do have giants, this may be very difficult. We might actually have an extremely difficult situation on our hands. Okay, they want me to have this? This literally only has 130 prosperity. I'm sorry, I'm not taking this. Not in a million years. 130 prosperity? No, 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 no. That is not going to do for me, sir. I don't, usually this is the funny thing. I'm not actually greedy, right? You know, I'm not someone that's going to be basically taking every single fief under the sun because I want to make as much money as possible. No, no, no. That's not me. I generally just don't really want to take care of a place that is all the way up here for 130 prosperity. It basically makes no sense. Okay, so let's have a look. What do we have here? Yeah, they have basically no food stocks whatsoever. And, oh, what's going on here? Salor of the Storm Crows is declaring war against us. What? Who are these guys? Do they have a faction? Do they actually have like a No, I don't think so. I think these guys are literally... No, I think these guys are literally just some kind of like minor faction or whatever. That must be the case, because as far as I'm aware, I don't think they own anything. They might own something, maybe down here, that I haven't seen before. I highly doubt it. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like it. I should have gone over to the Dreadfort, actually. Probably should have taken that, and Last Hearth as well. That probably would have made more sense, but yeah, you can see the path of destruction that I have brought to this land already, because we've, you know, captured so many things. Oh, wait a minute. They have a load of food. I actually thought they had much less. Oh, okay. Well, that's very interesting. Well, I guess we don't have to worry too much, because I have just bought and indeed salvaged, pillaged, whatever, so much food that we can pretty much stay here for an almost unlimited amount of time. Alright, so it turns out that they don't have any giants at all in the garrison here. So these are going to be very, very simple sieges. We shouldn't have to worry too much about that. And indeed, I love the lighting. Once again, anytime we get to fight in nighttime battles, if it isn't too dark, I always think the lighting is obviously fantastic. Especially, it's even better when you have fire arrows and stuff like that. Obviously, we don't have that in this mod at the moment, but very cool. Very, very cool. I love to see the torches. Oh, we got flaming catapults though. We got flaming catapults coming in on us right here, and they are absolutely trying to destroy us right now. Okay, so yeah, one thing we've got to do is we've got to get up here. Come on now, get me up here. Get me up here. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's be very, very careful here. Okay, I'm going to switch to two-handed. Let's do this. Oh, I am actually able to slice through. I am actually able to slice through. It doesn't do as much as I'd like, but I think it does actually slash through multiple enemies. I just wasn't seeing that before, because I think we've got a pretty... I think it's a pretty short weapon, to be honest. I think the weapon we're using right now is not that good in terms of its reach. So it does make things a little bit more, well, let's just say a little bit more unusable. And, well, Woon Woon is is just absolutely going for it. Of course he is. He is absolutely having a whale of a time right there. And maybe, yeah, there we go. Okay, yes, there it is. There's the multiple slash. Fantastic. Actually able to get a couple of kills right there. A couple of kills with 1-2 slashes. Not bad, not bad. All right, yeah, that's basically going to be it for this fief as well. And it does seem as though this is, well, I don't want to say it, but it feels like it is kind of a formality at this point. Kind of, we don't really need to worry too much about these guys posing any kind of threat to us right here, especially considering these fellows are, as you can quite clearly tell, they are remnants. They are bandit remnants of, well, basically what was left over after... Oh, this is very spicy right here. Okay, hello. Vicon is actually deciding to lead a war declaration. against the Lorathi. That is fantastic. Yes, I will say yes to that every single day of the week. Thanks very much. Okay, that's going to be fun. Oh, I am extremely excited about that now, actually, because I have never ever... Okay, wait. Let me rephrase that real fast. I have sometimes seen the AI do a thing like that, where they've, you know, decided to declare war by themselves. But most of the time, they don't tend to do that, you know? They don't tend to do that at all, which is really, really surprising, to be honest. I don't know why, but they seem very, very cautious most of the time. Otherwise, we have Lord Peter Baelish here. Yes, look at him. He's got 180 in Steward. Obviously, I would, yeah, I guess I will actually take him. He has, it's 128,000. 128,000. Pretty crazy. Yeah, so let's take a look at him, actually, because he does have 180 in Steward. I personally don't think I'm going to be using him for that reason, because Jaime actually has more than that. So there is really no reason for us to use him for it. But let's just take a quick look. So, yeah, let's have a look. He's got a very cool looking robe on, I've got to say. Baelish clothes. Yeah, actually looking really nice there. Yeah, looking very, very nice. Okay, so, wait a minute. He basically has no athletics whatsoever. Yeah, so he has roguery, charm, steward, leadership, and tactics. Everything else is looking extremely low level. So, in other words, he is going to be, well, I don't want to say it, but he's going to be somewhat useless when it comes to actual combat. But I guess we can just, I don't know, give him a couple of things here. I mean, his thrown weapon skill is basically pointless too, right? Yeah, 10. 10 in that. Yes, I'm not going to give him anything like that. And can he actually wear anything decent? Yeah, it seems like he can actually wear a couple of things. Actually, not bad. Yeah, he doesn't need those. I would like to give him... okay, we can't... maybe we can't give him a cape? Yeah, we can. There we go. Wow, that looks absolutely terrible. That looks really, really terrible on him. What about this? That looks slightly better, but tartan on this robe? No. Looks very, very bad. It doesn't go very well together. Wait a minute. Those boots were actually better for him? I thought he was using really good boots, but apparently not. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so funnily enough, these are 120 athletics, but he doesn't even have 120 athletics. He literally has, how much? 40. That is quite funny. Okay, yeah, so we're basically just going to leave him like that. He pretty much has no place in our party here, because, as you can see, Jaime is obviously 250 steward. I'm the scout with 275 now. Talisa has 228 in medicine, and I am also the engineer, amusingly enough. He's the next one down with 50. So, of course, that's not really that's not really going to work, is it? No, that's not really going to work. All right, so we're going to move on to Frostfang's camp, and, you know, actually, I'm not sure if this is something that I should show anymore, because we've seen quite a few of the sieges here, and you can kind of tell what's going to happen, because we could very easily starve them out, and I guess I don't need to starve them out, but I'm not entirely sure if I really want to make it harder on ourselves for no reason, you know? But yeah, what I am actually very excited for, though, is seeing what happens with the Lorathi, because my forces, as you could tell, are making their way up there. What is this guy doing? Okay, Roro has only 146 people. Very strange. This guy has 106. I don't know. Actually not entirely sure what they're doing right now, but let's hope that they're going to do something fun. Oh, what is actually going on here? Jorah Mormont of the Mormont is now declaring war on House Mormont, which is us, technically. Okay, that's actually very funny. I'm not entirely sure what he's even planning on doing here. Is he going to... I don't know. What is he going to do? That is so funny. Okay, I have no idea where he even is. Why is he declaring war on us? We came to help. We came to help the North. What? Oh, that's so funny. Okay, and Gorold, good brother, declares war on us as well. Okay, we're apparently drawing the ire of a lot of a lot of clans right now. Very interesting. Yes, very, very interesting indeed. I'm actually kind of surprised, to be honest. We're getting so many war declarations, but maybe I shouldn't be. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised, considering we have expanded rather dramatically. But I'm kind of weirded out, you know, because we were the ones to destroy the Night King and bring happiness to the land by enslaving everyone and, you know... I'm obviously joking. I'm obviously not trying to enslave everyone, but the fact is, for some reason, they think that we're evil. Oh, that damage. Wow, that really hurt. I literally came in here and got immediately murdered by this massive catapult. We took a massive load in the face from that guy. And, I mean, to be fair, most of the time, that probably would have been a pretty satisfying experience, but not in this case, thanks very much. Usually, I don't know, I'd prefer some dinner first. Just joking, of course. Anyway, we are going to make our way up here and try to slash them. Oh, dear. Okay, I was kind of hoping I'd be able to switch to my two-handed, but we're getting a bit unlucky in that regard. Okay, let's switch. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, come on, help me out, friends. I didn't really want to die versus those two guys, but I wanted to make sure that we didn't have those fellows using their weapons to murder us 6 ways from Sunday. So, let's see. If I can get up here, then I might be... Yes, hello there. We're gonna stop these fellows. Or not. Or yes. Or yes. Okay, now the question is, are they going to get replacements? Yeah, that's usually what the enemy likes to do. Nice. I like that. Anytime we... I don't know what it is, but it's very satisfying to get successful thrusts on enemies. I'm not sure why that is. It could be because of the deep penetration, and it has that sound effect. You know what I mean? That really, really pleasing sound effect. Obviously, the sound design in the game is actually very good at times. Not all the time, but very, very good sometimes. And in otherwise, we can maybe... Yes, we can maybe kill some people here. Here we go, here we go. Nice. Nice. Here we go, here we go. Yes, yes. Ooh, this is looking good. Oh, we might actually get a couple of... a couple of multi-slashers right here. Unfortunately, these fellows do seem to have a bit more heft to them than the enemies in Shokuho, so it must be a different style of slashing through mod that uses in comparison to what I'm using right here. But this is the most well-known one, so, you know, just bear that in mind. Anyway, there you go. That is it. There's a victory for us once again. 54 renown. Obviously, the renown value that we're getting right now is not really that special or anything like that, but we are getting a good amount, you know, we're getting a good amount, and we're also capturing a load of different fiefs and things, and that really does make a big difference to our overall, shall we say, influence in the region, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the trade screen. I would like to try and see if we can maybe purchase a Giant's Club. I highly doubt it is going to be available here. To be honest, I'm thinking that it's probably only going to be available through very special sources, like, for example, literally getting it from Woon Woon. I would assume, you know, basically stealing it from him at this point. That's probably going to be the only way that I'd be able to get it, which is a bit sad. We might be able to go over to Then after this, actually, and just check out the, you know, check out the marketplace there, because I did not check the marketplace before I left, and it might make sense for us to do that. Look at this, we're getting 6,300 in cash right now, just purely because of the wonderful the wonderful fief that we're getting here. Owner of Frostfang's camp. I don't know who to give this to be honest. These guys are basically swimming in fiefs right now, so basically me giving it to them is going to result in them starting to get corruption, and corruption obviously makes a really big difference to how much influence they're able to generate, and we want to make sure that they're not losing influence too much, because then they're not going to be able to run their own armies, and it's going to be kind of a bit uncomfortable. But yeah, anyway, let's see if we can maybe find a Giants Club. If we can, I'll be very pleased. If we can't, then, well, I'm going to have to... Well, I'm going to have to be forever sad and crying in the corner. Yeah, no, I'm obviously kidding, but, you know, it would have been wonderful. Well, it looks as though our forces are absolutely destroying Lorath at the moment, and I'm not even there. I'm not doing anything. I am literally up here, you know, doing whatever needs to be done, and you can see that they've already taken this town. Yeah, they've finally got their act together. One of them has 700, and the other one has 1,400, actually 1,500 troops, and I'm very much assuming that Lorath itself is going to be the target soon enough. I am very much looking forward to seeing what happens there. I'm actually really, really pleased and extremely proud of the fact that our vassals have taken some initiative. This is also kind of partially the reason why I generally tend to let the AI do whatever they want to do, because many times they... Well, I'm not going to say many times, but let's say sometimes they do surprise you. You know, they do surprise you sometimes. Anyway, there is actually a Yeti Katana here, which would actually be extremely fun to use. Yeah, not a big fan of the length though on this. Let's see, nothing else? Yeah, we got a couple of thin spears and stuff like that, but yeah, there aren't any Giants Clubs, unfortunately. I wonder, is there a way for me to smith a Giants Club? Let me have a look. I'm gonna assume no. Let me see. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm having a bad feeling that this might crash, because whenever I've done anything like this in the past, you know, smithing unique weapons or whatever, I always have some kind of weird crashing problem. So I'm just gonna save really fast, just in case that does happen here. So let's have a look. Maces. Wait a minute. Giant mallet. No, not the mallet. No, this is a mace. We need a two-handed. Where is it? Two-handed axe? Oh, wait. Two-handed mace. There we go. Two-handed mace. Okay, no. This doesn't seem to be it, as you can see. No, this doesn't seem to be it either. Okay, so what about... This is dual wield? You can dual wield? That's cool. That's very cool. All right. Yeah, very, very fun. Unfortunately, it's not really going to do much for me. But yeah, you can actually dual wield. That's cool. Well, as you can see, we do have a Realm of Thrones throwing axe right there, but that doesn't really seem to do too much. We also have the one-handed sword here. Funnily enough, it says that I have 164 unlocked parts, which... I'm not entirely sure if that is indeed the case, but yeah, you can see here, you could literally create something like a Red Rain Blade and stuff like that. I actually don't know what that even means, but sounds cool, you know, sounds cool, but yeah, doesn't look as though I will be able to create anything. But there are some extremely... Wait a minute, these are hammer? These are hammer heads? Okay, I'm not sure why some of these look like hammers. That doesn't make any sense considering these are supposed to be axes, but I guess maybe I just don't understand. I don't understand smithing or something, maybe that's what's going on here. But yeah, there's obviously two-handed swords here as well. There's an ice blade. Yes, an ice blade right there. Heartsbane, you could obviously create that if you get so lucky, I suppose. And yeah, unfortunately, there isn't a way for us to create a Giants Club, which is to be expected, I suppose, considering you know, Woon Woon and his weapon, they're very unique. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.